Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving? Thanks. Happy galsgiving.
Oh, yeah. Then it hits like next level. I have to like turn it off because I was like, whoa.
Get hype.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
You women are changing the world. Yeah, I know. It's so spicy.
Hello, you guys. What's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Danielle.
And Brooke. We're so happy to be here today. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving? Thanks.
It is.
Happy Galsgiving.
Yeah, it is Galsgiving. Are you doing like a Friendsgiving? Or?
I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
tomorrow.
What,
well, as you guys are listening,
what's happening? What are the plans?
Well, we're trying to figure out. None of us want to cook.
Oh, I see.
Because we want like Thanksgiving food. We don't want like a turkey.
Yeah.
But we want like Thanksgiving food. So I really wanted Boston Market.
Oh, that's fun.
But there's not one in the city.
Really?
No.
So similar to that type of cuisine.
Yeah,
I see what
we're
you mean.
looking at like Dig and like stuff like that. But then my friend said that Dig makes her stomach do cartwheels. So, which I don't feel that way. I actually love
I don't.
Dig.
That's in my rotation of like lunch.
Yeah. And then we were looking at like some restaurants from like starting tomorrow through the week are offering like Thanksgiving meals, and they're like $650. We're like, oh no, because like you get a turkey, like
the whole thing.
Restaurants will cater you.
So well, you probably don't need that. I was gonna say, yeah, if it's an intimate affair, you might not need like a full.
I know, and like if I wasn't as busy, I would be like, I will so chef up like a couple things.
Yeah.
But it's just not in the cards. So we're doing like my high school friends. We're doing like a little Friendsgiving.
That's so cute.
Literally 4 of us. But I'm so excited. Are you doing it?
That's so sweet. No, I'm not. I like ran out of days.
I know.
I was like, oh my gosh, I would have to do it this week because we'll get into our plans, but I'm gonna be away.
I know.
All next week. And I think you would do it ideally like earlier in the week. You know, like maybe like Monday, Tuesday, and then have your actual Thanksgiving.
Definitely.
Thursday. It feels like so early, but I guess it's not. Because it's
like
next week.
Holiday season. Like we are here. Mm-hmm. It is happening.
I know, we've arrived.
I'm
all the
putting
stores,
up my tree. Yep.
The lights. You're putting up your tree?
I'm putting up my tree. I'm gonna put it up because I want to have it up by like when I come back from Florida. I want my tree to be up. You know what I mean? Like I will be listening to Christmas music on the flight back. So it's just kind of that vibe.
I don't know if it's just this year or if maybe I'm just more in tune to it. The influencer tree culture is a thing this year. It's like decorate.
Yeah. Yes. What is with the bows? It's everyone's like, how should I decorate my tree? Dude, you're so right.
Polls, and it's becoming a whole thing. It's normally like, of course, links to everything. We love a link. Love a link.
LTK.
Link to my tree, etc. But it's like, here's all of my holiday decor. Here's, you know, how like if I wanted to go this aesthetic, here's a link. If I wanted to go this aesthetic, here's a link. Like I mean, they're making it easy for us though. Cause I'm like, all right, thanks. No, I'll buy that whole tree.
Brooke, hacked the motherboard.
I know.
You're right.
Yeah, a lot of maybe because we're just getting older too, so people are getting more into their trees
instead of like
stuff.
Other things. We're leaning into the decor.
I think that's what happens with age. Then you start to get like your core ornaments and stuff, right? Like you have like the family heirloom type items where it's like, you know, oh my God, that's my first ornament. Or like, oh, that's for like when I lived in Boston, or that's for when I lived in this place. Yeah.
No, I try to every year buy, like I go to Bergdorf's and I buy like a pretty like New York City themed ornament.
That's cute. It's
so funny, like for as I'm not saying that I'm aesthetic. For as aesthetic, I try to make my apartment.
Yeah.
I actually go for like a colorful tree.
Like you're not, if something doesn't match the color scheme, it still can go on the tree.
Yeah, like I'm not pressed. Like maybe I love how people do like, you know, an all silver ornaments tree or all gold, but I feel like it's off-brand for me, but I like some color. Yeah. Well, I feel like you would do color.
I just do. I do any sort of ornaments that speak to me individually. Yeah. If I had a home one day, my parents do they have like an aesthetic tree where it's like, yes, they got the matching set from like Home Goods or wherever, where it's like just silver ornaments. But then we have like the fun tree where it's like, you know, we have like.
Oh, you have a fun tree. You have 2 trees.
Well, the one's like in the front window, you know, like of the house, and it's like
that's so like suburb of you.
I know, it's cute. And then we have the real, like the one that actually the gifts are under, and it's meaningful ornaments.
You take your pajama photos in front of.
Yes, that's the real one with like, you know, the picture ornaments. The one I made at Girl Scouts.
Yeah,
the one that Sal
like
got when he was. Yeah,
maybe that's like the move when you're a mom. One day it's like we'll have a pretty tree, and then we'll have the one with the kids ornaments.
Yeah,
that we made with like clay and
like personal. I feel like. You can be so aesthetic and like clean cut and everything, but like there is a point where it's like you live there. Like, you know, it's your space and stuff. I think
I agree.
I always think that when I see like the Kardashians homes and stuff, I'm like, you don't have any knickknacks?
No
like,
Legos on the ground?
Yeah. Come on. I know. Where do your kids play?
I guess there must be a room.
They have like a separate playroom for that where like that's perpetually a mess.
I need a home tour.
Where's like the chair that you throw all your shit on?
Probably like in her closet. Like it's like hidden,
yeah,
but not. No, her closet's probably perfect.
Yeah, I just don't live that way. People have been telling me that I need to clean up my act.
I've been called a hoarder, so
wow. See,
remember that? Yeah.
I do remember that, but now thinking about it, I really don't feel that way about you anymore, even though that one time I went under the cabinet and I was like, wow, you do have a lot of stuff. But it's so organized, though.
I'm not a hoarder. Like,
no, you're definitely not.
I just love candles. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, that, but also when I went like looking for a tampon through like your bathroom cabinet, and I was like, holy crap, so much stuff. But I mean, I too have that much stuff. Mine's just less organized, I think.
Mine's unorganized right now. But it's hidden. It's under a cabinet. My God.
That's way better. Mine's just on the counter. Yeah. And it's like, I could probably use.
Your bathroom's very organized. I was in it recently. It was clean at least.
Bathroom's okay. It's like my dresser that like I still feel like a middle school girl with all my fucking sprays and shit on the dresser.
Oh my God.
Do you not where do you keep your perfume?
I just added to my bathroom a little tray actually with perfume because they're pretty usually, right?
Yeah.
Like perfume's pretty, so you want to put it up somewhere. So I got this little like travertine tray from.
Oh, that's nice.
But you're so right. Oh my God, I would go find like a tray my mom had and like put my perfumes on it.
All of the pink Victoria's Secret, the ones with the clear caps, like the like slightly tinted purple, slightly pink.
Like the square caps and pop it off.
Bath and Body Works, all of those sprays, like, and it was a collection. I mean, we would make collection videos. Did you ever make a collection?
Of course.
Bath and Body Works collection, yeah.
I did like my, what's it called, body spray or body mist collection. Then you have your fragrance collection. Do you remember like the DKNY, like apple?
So honestly, that still slaps.
I had the green one.
Me too.
You
no,
did?
that was such a in my core rotation for sure.
Well, see, for me, mine was the Taylor Swift Wonderstruck perfume.
That was another good one. What about the one that looked like a crown? Did you ever have that one? I feel like we've talked about this one before.
Oh, yes, I did. What was Marc Jacobs? No, I remember that one.
It was called like Princess or something. Like
maybe
there was like a name for
that.
it. Sweet Vanilla Sugar. Why do I think of that? Was that something?
Well, that was Warm Vanilla Sugar was Bath and Body Works.
But then there was a sugar something like that was like a first like nice.
Oh, Pink Sugar.
Yes.
The tall with the roundy round around it.
Do these still exist?
So I was talking to my friends about this, and I was like, I miss Taylor Swift Wonderstruck perfume. My friend, I will not out her, but she was like, last year she finally made that not her scent. She bought a ton on eBay.
How many?
She was like, do you want one? I will literally give you one. Now that I think of it, I saw her last weekend, and I wish she brought me one. Because I want one.
Just like a lifetime supply? You have to buy so much to make that.
But she doesn't use it anymore. She's like, I had to graduate, but I still have like a ton of bottles. Because I'm going to go on eBay. Actually, no, I'm going to make her send me one. Because I want, like, just to like smell it, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know if I need to smell like it. Oh my gosh. We grew up in such a fun time. Like I have no regrets. Not that I could have picked when we were born, but.
No, I'm really, really content with those early 2000s years, like where we had some technology, but not all.
Yeah, like we had a DS and we had
and we knew how, like we know how to use the computer, but we're not like, we didn't overuse it.
Yes. We had computer time.
We like knew how to text and like taught our parents how to use technology, but like weren't. I mean, I kind of was borderline addicted to Facebook for a minute.
Oh, oh my God. Facebook was it. Like LMS for a TBH.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But we didn't have like MySpace. I feel like we were like right at the sweet spot.
So you didn't have MySpace either?
I knew what it was, and I had some friends that were on it, but that's like what my parents were terrified of. They were like, you cannot make a MySpace.
Oh, you have told me that,
no MySpace. Like you can do Facebook and everything all the way. I was like, it's not like they actually knew. Like if like you watch like a news segment, they're like, fucking MySpace murders, man. You can't get on there.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's like their one thing they choose to like not let you do.
Yeah, they're like, I heard one story about it ever. Like,
no, did you ever like on a rainy day go to like your neighbor or like one of your good childhood friends like office and sit on the leather chair and like play computer games?
That was
how I saw something about that.
Yeah, how I saw every inappropriate video that like I ever saw. Not inappropriate like nudity, like cursing though, and like vulgar video, topics. Yeah,
like it would Annoying Orange and those.
Yes, anything that was a little bit like, wow, I probably shouldn't be watching this in 4th grade. Like was watched in the leather chair in someone's basement.
Yeah, and when I saw that recently, I was like, I'm so glad that was a shared experience because it's some of my fondest memories. Where you'd play like Webkins together.
On the old desktop computer that like you heard it running.
And it was kind of like satisfying. It was like white noise before white noise was a thing.
Yeah. Wow, I wonder what will we have an old computer in the basement? Will it be like that? Not really, because they'll just have a computer. Like, I mean, everybody has a computer. You have an iPhone.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Anyways, welcome back to the podcast. We're so excited to be here. We actually have a lot of announcements.
We do. We've like a big few.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you might see that Brooke and I are matching. How'd that happen?
Our new holiday collection merch. Happy holidays from the gals.
Happy holidays from the gals. So we have a huge holiday launch here. Everything should ship fast because none of it's pre-order. So we love that.
Yeah, I think it still will take like up to a week to ship or something. But if you order now, you'll get it before the holidays.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to release it during this time.
It's coming out today when you're listening to this at 1 p.m. Eastern time. You can go to galsonthegopodcast.com and click on the merch tab, or we'll put the link everywhere on our Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Should we get into the items?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, you get a visual, but if not, you can go to Instagram or whatever and see everything. We'll start off with the t-shirt we're wearing. This is one of my favorite items personally.
Yeah.
This is, let me get you the official name.
It's like a little baby tee. It's like a cap, it's a short sleeve tee. It's a little bit more fitted.
It's the artichoke tee.
The artichoke tee. I love that.
This is our artichoke tee. I'm wearing a size large for reference.
I'm wearing a medium.
Perfect. So this is designed to be a little more, it just says City Gal on it. It has like a Subway tile. It's supposed to be like Subway inspired, but like very minimal. All of our merch is like supposed to be super minimal. So like if you listen to the podcast, you could wear it, whatever. But if we were just wearing this out and about and people were complimenting it. So
definitely. Yeah, no, I love it. We're both wearing it with like jeans and sneakers. It's a really cute look. And we actually just shot the photos in the subway station. So I think that was fun because did you say it was inspired by like Subway tile?
Subway tile.
Yeah. So we would call it the City Gal collection, I would say. Most of the items say City Gal on them. Our goal for the merch is for it to be something that if you listen to the podcast, it's really fun. But also if you don't, maybe it's just like a cool
subtle
shirt.
Nod. Yeah.
Subtle nod.
Yeah, and you can wear it if you live in the city or if you don't. Like it's a little bit of everything.
It could be any city you live in. Kansas City.
True.
City gal.
Yeah. So then we have some sweatshirts. We have a zip up and a hoodie. I love an option. Give me
yes.
Because I'm into the zip up. This zip up is so cozy.
It's amazing, and it's so nice if you're like doing your makeup and you have your zip up on, but then you're like need to get dressed for the night. You could just unzip rather than pulling it over your head. It's the little things.
It is. I'll show you guys if you're watching on YouTube. So this is our City Gal black zip up. I was wearing it in size XL. Did you get double X in it? Everything for like the sweatshirts and stuff.
I actually think I got an XL as well.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, because I would say it has a slightly oversized fit as it is. Yeah. So maybe I don't know. We'll get whatever size, is up to you.
Yeah.
It has a little City Gal on the front with a disco ball, which is really cute. It almost looks like, I don't want to call it graffiti, but, kind of like spray painted on there.
Yeah,
like it has like a faded look. Very cool. Some pops of pink, and it's like a postcard in the back.
There's a little disco ball on the bottom instead of, I forget whatever like a normal stamp would have there with like you just got to look at the photos.
Yeah, I know. I'm very good at describing. But I will say that it's really nice quality. And this is great if you want to add it to your Christmas list, or if not Christmas, just holidays in general.
Yeah.
Or if you know someone that's like a podcast listener and you have like a Secret Santa or something coming up, these will come in time. So order them now.
Yeah, they're great. And then we have a hoodie option, like Brooke was saying. This is like a buttercream color is what I was calling it. It's like a ivory, I'd say.
Yep. The design is on the front of this one.
Same design, just on the front.
Yeah. It's a really nice color. And once again, super soft. We both took an XL in this. Oversized fit. Really cozy, though.
This is like a thing I'm hearing people say. I took a small...
I know. I get it.
What does it mean? Like, I took, like, I got?
Because it's supposed to be, like... Your clothing, it's not supposed to be the clothing fits you. It's like, no, wait, maybe I'm saying it backwards. You wear the clothing, like the clothing doesn't define you. Like sort of with the sizing.
Like I wear a size small.
Yes.
I took a small.
Yes.
That is a good way to put it because if you're like going for a certain fit.
And it changes brand to brand, as we discussed.
True.
I think last week or 2 weeks ago, we said that sizing is always very like ambiguous. So I still say I wore a size, whatever. But I do notice that it's a choice
like
of
an
language.
Girly thing now at the links. I'm like, what does this mean?
Yes,
but that actually that's cool.
Yeah, it's a a good way of saying it, I guess, if you feel.
I like that a lot.
So we took an XL in this collection. What else do we have in here? I was like, something. That was my little crop tank I was wearing underneath before. I was like,
you get Brooke's tank top.
Yeah. Oh, we have a sticker sheet. This is so great. We really worked on like curating this.
This is
gosh, adorable.
People are gonna love this.
We've got the City Gal like subway tile sticker. These are nice big stickers too, like multiple inches. I measure inches with my thumb. Do you ever do that?
Oh, all the time. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm like, all right, that's approximately 3. Hamptons Gals, City Gal with the matchbox. And then we have the block me, unblock me sticker too. These are great they're big, nice stickers.
Yeah. And it's, as Brooke would say, a subtle nod to all of our last collections, like something from the Hamptons collection, City Gal, the matchbox. Like it's a fun little sticker pack. It's a good add-on, or if you just want like something small.
Great add-on. We don't have the mug either, but we did do a mug.
And I've been drinking out of it actually
with the subway tile, right?
Yeah, it says City Gallons, the big jumbo mug. I think people really love our mug, so we always try to add that in the collection.
Cute,
because it's so great. So yeah, it's really cute. And then
last
2 more, the beanie as well.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I picked that up. Make sure that I have it. Okay, this is the loose tee. I'll think of what this is called. We're just doing a full walkthrough. The dark gray heather t-shirt. This one, I'm calling this like a pajama t-shirt.
Totally.
I would still wear it out and about, don't get me wrong, but it's so soft that like I want to wear this with sweatpants,
Yeah, but it'd be cute with like leggings and Uggs too.
Yes. Great, perfectly comfortable. It has the same design, the like postcard, greetings from City Gal.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have
your bag of
my bag of tricks. Okay, I didn't bring it over here unfortunately, but then we also have a hoodie. I mean a hoodie.
Beanie.
Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
It's okay, Santa.
I have all my stuff like on my lap.
No, I appreciate you doing all that. We also have a beanie I think it's my favorite item. That and this t-shirt are my 2 favorites. It's a gray beanie, and we'll have photos on Instagram. It says City Gal embroidered with a little martini in the middle. I think I'm gonna be wearing it so much with like a black puffer like all winter. They're so warm. We did a pink one 2 winters ago, and that did so well. People love those beanies.
Yes. And it's nice because if you're like getting someone a gift and you're like just want to do something that's like not super big or you don't have to pick a size, beanie, love it. Yeah,
no size to take.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're so excited about this drop. It's so fun. Go shop now, galsandthegopodcast.com, click on shop, or go to fanjoy.co. So we love it.
Yeah, really excited about that. So that was announcement number 1.
Announcement number 2.
New York City.
New York City. You guys keep buying tickets. We're so excited. We've been like figuring out our outfits, and we're going hard for the fits. Like we want to be rocking on.
Yep. New York City live show. Get your tickets. It's on December 17th?
16th.
Sorry.
At 8 p.m. Hoodie, beanie.
I need to like take
We've
a
had a
break.
day.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. December 16th, 8 p.m. Such a fun girls' night. I saw some of you guys just like booked a weekend trip out of it. It makes us so happy. I mean, after we went to Chicago, we're like, oh my God. And we're going to Texas in a couple weeks. And we are so excited to all of you guys that are coming to Dallas and Austin. Like, those are going to be such fun shows. We got our boots ready. Like, we're ready to go.
The boots are packed.
The boots are packed. My mom literally is bringing a cowboy hat for Austin. So get hype.
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Get excited. The gals are excited for everything that's coming up. So get your tickets. I think we have a few left for New York. And then the last announcement we wanted to say, just because in the spirit of thanks, we're so thankful for each and every one of you guys. Not a day goes by, I think, that we're not so blown away that this could be our life and that, filled with gratitude, etc. So we want to give back to 2 of you guys. So we're going to do a giveaway over on our Instagram, Gals on the Go podcast. We'll announce like the details and all that on the Instagram just to make it easy. So go check that out on there.
Yeah. Yep. So go follow us. We love you guys. Galsgiving giveaway.
Yeah. Giving thanks.
Yeah. I know it's always, money can be a little bit tighter during this time of year because the holidays, you're traveling, you're giving gifts potentially. It's just a lot. So we wanted to give back monetarily in some sort of way. So go check out Instagram at Gals on the Go podcast to see more about that.
Love it.
Love it.
Being said, should we do favorite and rec?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
My favorite, I have a random food item. Do you like banana bread?
I love banana bread.
Me too. Me too. It's one of my favorite like treats,
It is, like,
especially
nice
with the chocolate chips in it.
Oh
yeah, then it hits like next level. So there's this company, Gone Bananas, and they're out of LA, and they like, I'm pretty sure, no, they sell it, I think, at like a farmer's market every week.
Yeah.
And they sent me a loaf. and it arrived.
A loaf. That's a funny word.
Loaf, like a big thick loaf. Oh my God. I've been like, it's just so good. Because sometimes when things get shipped, like they're not always the same. I don't know. I've been keeping in the fridge, like microwaving myself a slice. It's so good.
It's a good like breakfast too.
Yeah.
Like with some coffee and a little banana bread.
I love it. And the chocolate chips in it just get like all melty and delicious. I know. Something about banana bread I do associate it with the fall. I don't know why.
Yeah, because then there's like pumpkin bread.
Yeah, it's like cozy.
It is cozy. Yeah. I'm so happy for you. Can you order this online?
Yes, you can get it in like different sizes and stuff. They have like a heart-shaped one. Like it's cute. Yeah, it's really cute stuff. I know. I love a small biz that we can support. So it's called Gone Bananas. Check it out.
That's a perfect name.
And it comes ready. Like I'm like, it literally just arrives.
Yeah, you don't have to bake
ready to go. Yeah. Perfect. Made with love.
Oh, does it like have a sticker that says that?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, I could see that being a thing.
What about you?
My favorite is my new water bottle. I got an Owala water bottle. I've already told you about this, but I wanted to tell the pod. I've used my yellow Hydro Flask, I think, since freshman year of college. Like, it's so funny. Like, I am such a shopper, but I like won't buy a new water bottle. I just won't for whatever reason. But the only thing with Hydro Flasks is if you put them sideways, they leak. We know they explode on airplanes. Like, we've just seen all the issues with water bottles. So my trainer, Jane, had this new water bottle. I was like, what is this? She was like, let me tell you. Like, she had a whole speech to tell me about it. It's similar to a Hydro Flask in that it's a nice big like metal one, keeps your water cold. There's so many water bottles now out there, honestly, but I'm seeing these around more. I like it though because I can literally have it upside down in my tote bag. I can throw it in and no water leaks, which is really great, especially if you're a gal on the go or if you live in New York or in a city and you're just like, you want to like stay hydrated. But sometimes I purposely won't bring my water bottle because I'm like, it's going to get everywhere. Not with my Owala. I got a nice white color. I'm tempted to put my Gals on the Go stickers on it, but that means that I couldn't put it in the dishwasher probably. So.
Oh.
I think, right? I don't know. So, yeah.
Depends if the stickers are dishwasher. I don't know. You could be the first official test.
Yeah, I could test it. But I just thought I'd shout it out because I know sometimes it's annoying when things spill.
This is like the new water bottle, though. I've been seeing a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are on this.
And it's nice because you can't see the straw, but there is a straw and you think, oh, I have to tip it. Nope. You just sip it.
You could do either?
Yeah.
That's a cool, it's nice to have the option.
It's nice. And it's open enough that if there's like a water fountain, you can just put it in and it'll go. You don't have to take the top off. Take a top off.
Wow, yeah.
Get crazy.
If we haven't bothered you enough about it already, we want you guys to go to galsonthegopodcast.com, our website. We are absolutely obsessed with it, so proud of it. And we actually made it with Squarespace. So this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. We love it so, so much. Whether you are just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place on your terms. It's the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. So that is what we are doing with Gals on the Go. We love the analytics because it's really helpful to grow our business. We can use these insights and learn where our site visits are coming from and analyze which channels are the most effective. You can actually set up an online store through Squarespace so you can sell your products with an online store. So whatever you're selling, if it's physical, digital, service products, Squarespace has all the tools to do this all online. We love how our social media is just like linked seamlessly on here. So we have like our live feeds that are updating. And we love how customizable, of course, all of the templates are in Squarespace. Ours looks so great. It looks like, it was professionally done, but we made it with Squarespace. So if you guys are in the market for a website for yourself, your business, your brand, whatever it may be, you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/gals to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. And once again, use that code GALS then to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. We love Squarespace and we know you will too. I'm like the opposite vibe these days. I'm like doing the cups, like so I have like my Stanley cup.
I love the Stanley tumblers.
Love it, but you have to hold it. Like
you're dedicated to the bit.
Yes, I'm walking.
I see these TikToks like Pilates Princess Morning.
Yeah,
and it's like their whole aesthetic, and they're like walking with it.
No, it definitely is annoying because.
But the water out of those tastes so good.
It's so cold and crisp and like that straw.
And the handle.
My God, yeah.
If it's not a super long walk to the workout, or if most people I guess drive, right? So it's not a big problem. And the Stanleys fit in the car.
Oh my gosh, if you're driving to your workout, freaking carry everything in your hands.
I feel like we're the minority in that, actually. Like, most people are probably driving.
Going for a walk?
No, I feel like most people are in this country are driving to a workout class over walking.
If you don't live in a big city, yeah.
If you don't live in a big city.
Yeah.
Or public transportation, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like...
Like, if you live in Texas and you're going to a workout class, you're going to drive.
Yeah, you're going to drive.
Yeah.
So, it's us that...
I know, I kind of miss that, like, getting in the car, like, driving in the gym.
Yeah.
But then I would sit in my car...
it's and rot.
Yeah, I would procrastinate, and then I would sit there for 30 minutes and be like, should I even go in at this point?
Yeah,
like, you know, and then you're like, I'm gonna feel like such a loser if I just drove all the way here and I'm not gonna go in.
God, I miss driving. I can't wait to drive when I'm in Florida next week. You'll probably drive a little bit too.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Nice warm weather moment for us. Very lucky.
Now for Rec of the Week.
Okay. I'm reading Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, the second book in the Fourth Wing series. I'm almost done, but I'm savoring every last moment, and it is just, I'm eating it up. But it's fantasy, so I feel like I really, really, really have to pay attention. So I'm reading it very, very slowly, and I even find myself going back and being like, wait, I just want to make sure that, like, I understood this correctly, because it's, like, made up words and stuff. So you need to really pay attention, because I'll, you know, get a chapter, and I'm like, I'm confused. How do we end up here, you know? Yes. But it is incredible, just the perfect mix of spice. But I feel like she does it appropriately, you know, like it's thrown in an appropriate amount. It's not, but it is so funny. It's the funniest thing. I was like reading in the middle of the day today because I'm trying to like, I want to read it. I want to tell everyone what I think about it. So I was reading, and then I had a business call, and I was like just reading the smut chapter, like the full sex chapter. And then I was like, wow, and I just have to take a business call right now. Like the transition from this, like it's crazy
from this world.
But people read it on the subway, of course. People read it like on planes, everywhere. I'm like, you really have to like turn it off, because I was like, whoa, all right, hey everybody, happy afternoon.
Wow. So there's a lot of smut in these books?
Yeah. In these,
that must be why everyone's reading them then. Because
I think they like it. Yeah.
Because
I know, I always feel whenever I recommend it to people, I'm like, yeah, you'll have fun with that one. Like,
and it's like, then when someone's reading, like, oh my God, Brooke read this too.
You're
like, oh my God.
Yeah, you're thinking about it. It's not crazy. I've definitely read crazier, where it's like they'll have a crazy chapter, but it's like, it's not the whole book. I've read some books where it's like the whole book, you know?
It's interesting, these books that are so popular. Like, you're reading it, Margot's reading it. They look like Hunger Games books to me.
They're so popular.
Like the covers do.
I mean, I think that's her goal, is like to make, like, it just got picked up.
So it is that vibe.
Not like, no, but it's humans technically. Like, so it's not,
there's no like dragons.
There are dragons, but it's like based.
There's always a dragon.
No, there's dragons. It's definitely fantasy. Like, it's supernatural, but and they have like powers and like it is kind of like that. But
totally the vibes then.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not like America. Like, it's another world. Yeah, it got picked up. Yeah.
Oh, I missed
or someone bought the rights to it or something. So I think that's the goal, is that she'll make it like into this huge series.
I'll watch the movie.
I know. But I will say it's interesting though, because I read Akatar. That was the other big one. That
yes.
Didn't love it. But this one I really like, so I feel like that says something about this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I trust. I just started It Happened One Summer. Did you ever
read that one? If we're talking spice, I mean, that one is like, don't read that in public. My God.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I like just started, but I already like love the vibes. So I don't know why I haven't read it before.
Inappropriate.
Oh my God. I can't wait to read tonight. I've been like lacking.
That one you kind of have to get, I feel like you get maybe a third of the way in, and then it's just. I'm feeling unhinged today. Yeah. Okay.
Book talk.
Yeah, I know, it's so spicy.
Oh gosh.
All right. What about you? What are you recommending?
Oh, mine is an app. It's called Superfan. Have you heard of this?
No.
Oh, it's hysterical. So it sounded like my mom saying that. Oh, it's hysterical. Yeah. It's a riot.
He's a riot.
So, oh my God, of course I got logged out. It's not ideal right now. So Delaney sent it, and our group chat was like, everyone go sign up for this right now. You have to be a Spotify user, which we are. So Apple Music losers. Like, I'm kidding. I love Apple, but for some reason, like,
wait, but what's the app though? You're going on this whole thing. Spotify is better.
I know.
Wait, why can't you just explain it though? I'm confused.
Oh, I'll explain it because I want to read some examples. So it's called Superfan. You connect your Spotify account to it, and it takes like a day or two, and then it essentially like decides what your vibes are, like what your vibes are that week. And I joined this group. So it's not working, but I'll explain them. So I joined like my group chats group, and it literally will show like Danielle's top 3 artists this week, McKenna's top 3 artists this week, whatever. So it shows that. So it's really funny to see. And then on Fridays, your vibes update. So like, for example, my vibes last week, based off what I listened to, it was like walking down the sidewalk feeling confident, like no one can stop you. Or like one of my other friends was like, a dreary, sad day, looking out the window. Like it's like very specific. It's kind of like day list on Spotify. And it's so funny, but it's also really cool to see like, oh, Delaney, you've been listening to a lot of country this week. Or like for me, oh my God, it was so embarrassing. My top artist was Drake. My other 2 were instrumental Christmas acoustics. Like it's just like,
oh, that's funny.
Really funny. Yeah, so it's called Superfan. Highly suggest downloading it. You don't have to be a part of a group, but it'll update your vibes every week. And it's funny. Oh, McKenna, like sad girl hour right now. You know, it's like funny.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so I wanted to read mine of this week.
Oh, I see. So it's like a Spotify like plug-in almost.
Yeah, you have to like log in, do the bit. Yes. And of course, it's just not working right now. But
no worries. I got the idea.
Yeah, I feel like everyone can get the idea. So it's fun to like send in your group chat and be like,
that's really fun. That's like a good way to get the convo going.
Oh, I'm in. Can I read it really quick?
Yes, you may.
Oh, so this is my vibe this week. It was what I was trying to say. Strutting around town with your entourage like you own the place.
Oh, that's cute.
But like, for example, one of my other friends, or did it also say who's the most mainstream? I was the least mainstream this week.
What is mainstream, like top 40?
I don't know, whatever they base it on. My other friend was the most energetic songs. My other friend was the saddest songs.
Oof. Gosh.
I know. It's like recaps. So like Delaney this week is Country Queen with a rhinestone tiara. Someone else is penning heartfelt love songs while binge watching romantic comedies and eating ice cream alone. So it's just like really silly.
Oh my gosh,
stuff.
Is she going through it? Is she okay?
Can
we do a wellness check?
I know, I'm not so sure. So
okay.
It's a good way to get wellness check on your friends.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, really see into their soul.
Yeah, I know. So it's a fun thing to do. But I don't even think we said, or we kind of did. We kind of tend to do an annual Thanksgiving episode every year. Mm-hmm. We love talking about the holidays. We love talking about nostalgia. I feel like we're basically a nostalgic podcast.
Started this episode.
It was the whole intro, right?
Yeah, we were talking all about things from our past.
Yeah. So we have like a couple little like talking points we want to talk about Thanksgiving, but I think we could start with talking about like our plans. Like when you guys are listening to this podcast, where the gals are.
Yeah, because this is Thanksgiving Eve, actually. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's Thanksgiving Eve
tonight.
Oh, you will be.
Oh yeah. I guess because you're
not going home. Yeah. Well, so will you start? You're going home.
Oh,
back to.
I'm going home. I'm going to Tampa. Where's home? I'm going home. And Ryan's actually coming with me this year, which is crazy. But I went like to Maine with his family last year for Thanksgiving. So my mom invited him, but I didn't know if he was coming. And then one day he was like, oh, so when we're in Tampa for Thanksgiving, I was like, oh, you're coming. I mean, I'd love you to come, but it's definitely like a thing, like to take them away from their family.
It's a choice, like it's a decision, and like you have to make your own it's hard. I don't know what your family situation is, but like I feel like my parents, I mean, they're the best, but they're like, we don't want to see you go, like
Same.
and they are being selfish about it.
Yeah.
But I'm also being selfish and being like, I want to be with my family too. So it's hard. Yeah.
It's so hard. Like I don't even like. Last year I went to Maine with him because it was like a special situation. They were going to visit his grandma. Like they weren't going to Georgia for Thanksgiving. So I went, and now he's coming to Tampa this year, which I'm so excited about. But I'm like, a part of me is like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But I think he wants to come. Like,
yeah, I mean, you guys can switch it off maybe.
That's the thing.
Because it's like you don't want to get into a routine of switching it off.
Yeah.
I see.
And I mean, him and I have talked about this. That's why I'm like talking about it out loud. But I'm like, I feel like once you're engaged or once you're married, it's like, okay, you are a family now.
Yeah.
You're literally a family. You have to go to the holidays together. But my parents are the complete same way. I mean, last year they were like, oh, don't go. Like, we love Ryan, but please don't go. Like, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
and then they want to see you because that's when they see you. And
it's a holiday that's attached to certain feelings, right?
So, and we're also the oldest child, so I feel like that's the transition.
Yeah,
if you have like an older sister that's like already bringing it,
right?
We don't have that. We are the older sister.
You're so right. Like, so many of my friends have older siblings that have been doing this for a while, so their parents are like, yeah, I get it. And I feel like both of our parents would be supportive of whatever we did,
of course.
But it makes it like last year I had the best time, but it was definitely weird. But I'm selfish.
Because it was their first time doing that. Yeah, I get that.
But I also was grateful that I even had the flexibility. I did go home for a few days. So, like, I am thankful for that.
So you were able to still, like, see your family and stuff, but on the actual day. Yeah.
So anyways, I'm going home to Tampa for, like, a week.
That's so nice that you guys get to do that. Yeah. So special. So you'll be out on Thanksgiving Eve. is the point.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys go?
A whole bit about that? Not a bit, but like I just love it.
No, I know you do. So is there like a designated spot that it's like high school reunion is here?
Yes. Well, actually, my high school is like crazy, and in December, we're like they host like a bar tab for us.
A bar tab?
Yeah, from like class of blah 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 to this is the first year my brother can go too, so that's gonna be crazy. And honestly, people go, like everyone goes, and it's like this whole thing.
Wow.
I've gone every year. And they do things in New York. Like my school's very like that. But on Thanksgiving Eve, that was the other thing about being away last year. I was like, that's like my night to see everyone that like I haven't seen. Yeah. I literally I remember last year I was like, maybe I could fly in on Thanksgiving. I was like, no, go out Wednesday night and then fly. No, and I wanted to like be in Maine and explore Maine. So we're like going to dinner at like one of like the spots, but the place is Soho. It's called Soho. It's called South of Howard in Tampa, and that's where all the bars are. So everyone usually goes to like McDitton's or this place called Soho. Why am I forgetting the name? But whatever. Oh, Bar Howard, and it's like a whole thing. So
and they're just like dive bars, or are they like
they're like total. Yeah. Some of them are a little bit nicer, but most of them are like dive bars, and you kind of go from place to place. But it's so funny. It's like you literally see everyone from your past, and we all like make fun of it. One of our guy friends was like, guys, maybe we like go to blah 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 instead and like skip Soho, and like, you know, because we always see people, you know, that we maybe don't want to see or don't really have anything to say to, and I literally chimed in. I was like, I low-key love that part. And all my guy friends were like, I kind of agree. Like it's like this love-hate situation.
Where you still like it, and it's
and it's so funny because I was in Athens last week, and our spray tan girl was asking me like, oh, did you see any of like your old like flings? And honestly, I didn't really have like a period of that in college because I had my first boyfriend and then I met Ryan like a year later. But in high school, when I go out, I see guys and I'm like, oh my God, like.
And they see you there with Ryan, like
so this will be funny. This will be funny.
I feel like all of your guy friends, not the ones that you dated, but like your guy friends all know him very well.
That's who we're going out with. Like it's literally me and all guys because all my girlfriends can't go. And
what, are they not going home?
Most of them aren't going home for Thanksgiving this year
at all.
No, yeah, they're like going to but one of them is, but she's like going to the debutante ball that night.
Oh my gosh.
I know Tampa's like a whole thing.
You have like school having a bar tab, that just threw me through a loop right there. I was
like, it's a prep school.
No, so, I know. I know. My public school could never. They're like, you get one free cup of water if you show up.
I do believe they want our donations one day. You know, it's like that vibe.
Oh, yeah. I see.
It's like that vibe.
I see.
I mean, they don't ask us there, and they just like community. I'm actually the president, or not the president. I'm in the committee for our grade, our like alumni committee.
I see.
Yeah.
So you have to plan something? Or?
Yeah, they haven't like reached out to us about it, but it's me and 3 other people, and Luke actually. Me and Luke.
Oh wow.
And Mary Steven. Yeah.
Oh, you have like a whole group.
I know,
wow.
It's so
oh my
funny.
God.
You went out though on Thanksgiving Eve? Like if you are on the island, you will.
If I was home, I feel like my friends, I forget if they're going out Thanksgiving Eve now or Friday. I feel like there was like talks of going out possibly Friday, like day after now. Cause like, they're like, you know what? Also
that would also be fun.
There are a few bars in my town that it's like truly like the 21, like maybe not even 21 crowd. So then it's like you transition to like the different types of bars. Mm-hmm. But they're just, maybe this is the difference between Tampa. Like they're like my hometown bars. Like they're like the, not the Tampa ones aren't your hometown bars, but it's Tampa. It's a city. It's a little different.
Yeah, there's like other people there too.
My hometown bars, it's like, this is like you could run into your friend's parents and stuff, and it's
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like they're down the road from my house. Like I'm like, wow, this is like
Ryan's town's like that.
Yes, it's more that energy.
Yeah,
which is perfectly fine. It's fun. I mean, you know.
There's something to be said for that though. Like if you charge up your social battery hard and you like go, I don't know, I freaking love it. I'm like, oh my God, there's blah blah blah. Like
yeah, I feel like I really only talk to like my friend group anymore. And like
literally, you stay together.
Yeah, and I've been seeing them all, like all their engagement parties and everything. So I'm like, I see them and like I'm able to still keep up and everything. Yeah. So I don't feel like, I mean, honestly, everyone else from my high school I really don't like that much. So like I'm really really like okay. But I go to Florida. We always would go away, but my parents got this place in Florida, so now that's like our designated spot. Sal's going for the whole week too, so it's me, Sal, Mom, Dad. We're going to Disney. We're gonna go the day this goes up. We'll have gone the day before to Animal Kingdom. I'm so excited. We always try to like sprinkle in like a theme park visit or something because they live like not far, or the house is not far from there, which is fun. It's fun. I'm here for the Disney adult life,
and it'll be decorated for Christmas, I think.
Oh, you're so right.
I know.
Oh my God. There's this place, this town, Celebration.
Oh yeah, it's so interesting.
But they make it fake snow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I love it. I love it.
Love it.
It is so cute. It's like, I think it's owned by Walt Disney. I'm not exactly sure, or if like there was some planning associated with like Walt Disney was involved in something.
Okay.
So it's like a cute like Disney little town, but people live there and they like buy their houses and stuff. And there's like boutiques and shops and stuff. Good to walk around, and then they make it like they have. I remember going there as a kid when we would go, and they would make it quote snow, and they like shoot like foam up basically. And they make it look like it's snowing
In Celebration?
Yeah,
that's so cool. They do it in Magic Kingdom during Mickey's Very Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
They do that there too.
But it's not on the ground or anything. But is it the same?
Yeah,
they do that. And
yes,
it's like the one time you're like, oh my God.
I know, and you're like, there's palm trees when it's snowing. When you're a kid, it's like next level. You're like, I can't handle this. This is so awesome. Yeah,
you're so right. Oh my God, I'd be like, and my dad'd be like, don't actually.
Please don't eat the soap.
Yeah. No, it's so true. But that's all I knew growing up because we would go to Disney every year for Christmas, and that was how I got my fill in.
Yeah. So is that officially over?
Oh my God, it's actually a very sore subject.
Oh,
I was trying.
sorry.
Oh, not actually, but I was trying to make it happen. But now it's just like so weird. Like, who would go? And like, my parents are obviously divorced, but like, we always went together. And my brother can't really get off work. So what me and my dad, like, you know, like, it's, we're struggling because we used to be able to like maybe bring a friend.
Yes.
So it's not happening this year. I like was trying to make it work. We went on like Friday after Thanksgiving. So we're working on that.
Yeah. What about Thanksgiving? Like, what is the situation? I mean,
what are you guys doing? Do you have a reservation somewhere? Or
we
you
do.
cook?
We have a reservation. I forget
steakhouse
where.
vibes?
Yes.
Like what cuisine?
Yes, it's like steakhouse. Like,
oh, that'll be yummy.
Yes, it's always like a nicer place. Like I'm here for it. And I feel like my dad just makes a reservation. I forget where it is, but he sends me the like open table. I'm like, you're so trendy, Dad. The open table coming
I'm shocked
through.
It's not Adina.
No, she honestly is not great with like trendy food spots and like reservations and stuff.
Okay.
Like we come to the city and she like I have to she's like, I don't know, left from right. Like
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, I mean, you're like
who's like the curated person. Oh, for Disney, I'm the Disney pro. I make all of the you have to make
in-park reservations.
Yes, I like booked all of our tickets because like I have it all connected to my account. Like they pay me back, whatever. But I like booked it all. I make us like a lunch reservation. The day of, I do like Disney Genie Plus, which is like how you like secure the rides. I'm literally the tour guide. I'm like, all right, next up we're going to
Genie Plus. Is that Fast Pass?
That's the new Fast Pass. That's what they call it. Oh, I'm hooked on Disney. I have the whole system down flawlessly.
Oh my God. It's going to be so fun.
I'm excited. Wait, anyways, going back. So it's literally just the four of us. Because we used to do Thanksgiving with my dad's family when we like would be on Long Island and stuff. And it was a great time. And my dad's family is usually like who we hang out with and stuff. Mm-hmm. But who do you do Thanksgiving with?
My one grandpa that lives in Tampa.
Whose parent?
My mom's. But it's technically, it's her stepdad technically. But he's with us. And then we actually typically will invite like our neighbors next door because their kids don't live there. So like we bring the, I think Thanksgiving is nice to do that if like someone's spending it alone or something. Yeah. But this year, Delaney's family will be in Tampa because her.
What?
Did I not tell you this?
No, I did not know that.
Oh my God. Her whole family is joining us for Thanksgiving, like at our house.
Oh my God. I did not know that.
Oh my God. It's going to be so fun. So her brother just moved to Tampa. And he only has like Thanksgiving off or something. So they're like, oh, we're going to come visit. And Delaney told me, and I didn't like put two and two together. My mom was like, wait, we should invite them for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's so
what
sweet.
They're like, and I'm sure they would have like had a lovely time no matter what. But yeah, their whole family.
Oh, that's amazing.
And Ryan will be there. And then Freddie. And then, my mom, my dad, and her boyfriend.
Mom, dad, boyfriend, your
my grandpa. Yeah.
And the neighbors too?
So.
Not sure on the neighbors
this
year.
Mom's
not sure. Sorry. I see because it's a lot of people. Yeah,
they'll never hear this. So.
Oh no, that's perfectly acceptable. I feel like Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that it's like you can do it with people that it's not just a family holiday. I feel like it could be friend holiday traditions, like whoever you hang out with. Some people don't celebrate. I mean, we barely celebrate. Like it's not. We don't eat turkey. Yeah. Do you guys have a traditional Thanksgiving meal though?
Yeah.
You do. Will your mom cook it all? And Michael, I guess too.
Yeah. I don't actually know how that's all go. I think it's like a collaboration effort.
Do you ever have to are you ever required?
I have a job. I do the corn casserole like every year.
Oh, you have a job.
And I have to do the cheese board.
Okay.
During the day while it's being cooked, but I'm always hungover and it's always a struggle. struggle. And I'm like, oh my God, the thought of like manchego cheese right now is like so tough for me.
Yes.
When you're hungover.
Yes, you have that scent. A word of advice, Wednesday, do some prep.
Yeah, why don't I ever do that?
Honestly, I love a prep for a cheese board. Maybe not like the cutting can be kind of tough depending on what type of cheese, but you can like get all the produce ready, wash it in.
I should do that. Like have the grapes washed, stuff like that.
Just ready to go so that you can like literally just plate it.
That's what I need to do, because then you're sitting there with the plastic wrap and you're like, oh my God, I want to die.
And you just want to like take a chunk out of it because you're like, I'm just, give me carbs right now.
Yeah,
or like crackers and whatever.
Oh, I'll for sure do that. I don't know why I've never done that before. I'll put it in like Tupperware. It'll be great.
If you have time. I mean, if you're like sitting around Wednesday, it's fun.
I should have time. So those are my jobs. So nice. Yeah, we do turkey, but I don't like turkey.
Yeah, no, I don't. It always is dry.
I want the honey baked ham.
That always looks juicy and nice.
So we do it some years, and I don't think this year. I don't know why, because as you know, I'm not a huge foodie, but every year it's like everyone comes to me like, Danielle, what's the menu? Like, what are we doing? I do think though, because I have opinions, I'm like, we have to have mashed potatoes. We have to have green beans. So maybe I'm the only one that cares enough to like
vocalize it,
say no or yes. But I'm like, it's so funny. I'm like not a foodie. Do you like the cranberry sauce? Like,
no,
neither.
No,
I'm like,
yeah, no, that's not great. I actually pulled a list of there was like this article from Delish.
Ooh.
And it was like top like Thanksgiving foods.
Oh, let's chat about it.
Green bean casserole, of course, mashed potatoes, turkey, dinner rolls. Dinner rolls underrated.
Oh, that's getting me hungry. Oh.
They don't even have to be fresh made, honestly. Like the Hawaiian rolls, like with a little butter on top. Perfect. Right?
Like the shiny dinner rolls.
Yeah.
With they have a little shine on top. Mm-hmm. Right in the like.
They look like sliders.
Yes.
Yes, those are perfect. Sweet potato casserole. Do you do anything with sweet potato?
No.
Is your family? Okay. Sweet potato pie and like pumpkin pie, all that for dessert. Is someone like put on dessert duty? Like, do you get?
My dad, but he just goes and buys pumpkin pie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We're a buying family.
Yeah. I get
Well, we cook some things. Like my grandpa cooks the mashed potatoes and the green beans. Yeah, everyone kind of does have their little job.
It's just too much for one person to do it all. That is like such a crazy job, especially if you have a good amount of people. If it's 4, manageable. I would say up to like 8 probably is manageable to do it yourself.
Yeah.
It would be stressful. It'd be a stressful job. Because I'm seeing this, we're recording this a week before this goes up. I'm seeing people already prepping the Thanksgiving stuff. Because you put it in the freezer and stuff. If you're making food for 12 people, how are you going to be making everything in one day? It's just feasible. It's impossible.
That's so true.
I know.
The best though are the leftovers. Like we literally, my mom was like, we wanted to go to this new trendy spot in Tampa for dinner. My mom's like, okay, well, we can't go Wednesday because you're going out. Thursday, Thanksgiving. Friday, we're going to have so many leftovers. Saturday, we're putting up the tree and watching the game. When are we going to go to dinner? And I was like, you're so right.
She made the whole plan.
I know.
I love that.
She like loves it now. She's like, she never made plans, but the last few times I've come home, she likes to make plans for things because she knows how much I like plans.
That's really sweet.
She's like, I want you to have something to look forward to. I'm like, I always do.
That's really, really sweet.
It's sweet.
I feel like she's very considerate about like your visit home and everything.
So funny though. My group chat's like firing away. It's like, okay, did someone get the bird? I'm like, the bird. I'm like, oh, the turkey.
Wow.
Like we could just not.
We could just mix the turkey, but
yeah, like get the ham. Do we eat ham? No.
No, I wouldn't. I just would category. I mean, I would eat the dry turkey, but I would be like, this is just dry and like.
Yeah, it's like tough. I'll eat it for the protein.
Yeah, because
what's your favorite side?
We have this debate like every year.
I know, and I always forget.
I would say like a mac and cheese probably.
Oh yeah,
if that's do that. Thanksgiving. It's not. That's kind of like a debated Thanksgiving food or whatever potatoes there. If it's a mashed potato, if it's seasoned potatoes, if it's potato casserole, give it to me. How about you? Green bean casserole. I know you.
Well, it's so funny when we say it's actually green beans. Like,
sorry.
No, but we always have this joke that it's the green bean casserole, but I actually like green beans like themselves.
Because you don't like the sauce that the green bean casserole's in?
Like, I don't mind it, but I'd rather, like, I'll eat a green bean casserole.
Yeah.
But my favorite side is actually, when I make, is the corn casserole. It's so good. It's like basically you mix like cornbread mix with corn and butter, and oh, it's so good.
Oh, wow.
Because that, like, to me, that's Thanksgiving. Like, I love mashed potatoes.
Can you share the recipe? I'm interested.
I will. It's in our family cookbook, actually.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, we have a family cookbook, yeah.
Like a handwritten one?
My grandma, like, got it made. Like, it was handwritten, and she took it to someone, and, like, for our family reunion one year, she, like, brought
wow.
it. I know.
We have, like, like a book that's like a
stuffed with note cards. That's like real.
But also just handwritten sheets of paper, like things on the back of things, like and it's cute. It was really OG, raw. Yeah, or like notes on it. Like if it's a printout of like a recipe, it's like noted like add more butter. It's cute. I know. I can't wait to like be an adult and like have little I mean, oh my god, I can't wait to be an adult. I am an adult.
No, we're not. Like we're not adults. To me, we're like teenagers. Like we're like that young adult.
I know. I want to have traditions like that of my own. You have a tradition. You and Ryan are doing a tradition this.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. We go to Central. We've done it twice now, so we're gonna.
No, this is a third year.
This is a tradition at this point.
If you do something for 3 years, that's a tradition.
You're right. There's this guy. He's always in Central Park, at least on the weekends, and it's like $10 for this big old Polaroid. And we did it one year, and I just like loved how the photo looked. And it was just like, it was just like a really sweet thing. So then we went back last year around the same time in the fall, and it like is really pretty with the trees behind you. We got another Polaroid, and this weekend we're gonna go back. And I'm like, if that guy is not there, I'm gonna be so sad.
Then but he have to go back again.
I've seen him like last month, so he's
okay, he's around. Is he in the same spot every time?
Yeah, like that like long walkway to like the fountain with the trees and the benches. That's where he is. So it's so funny though. Last year, like Ryan and I, when we saw him, we were like, oh my god, like this is so exciting, we're gonna make this a thing. And he could care less. He's like, okay, sit over there.
He doesn't remember you at all.
Oh yeah, it's not even that though. Like he was just like, okay, like $10. Like
he's not warm and fuzzy.
No, but like we kind of love that about him.
That he's a real New Yorker.
Yeah,
he gives you that edge.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, Ryan, sit like this. Like we get all like it's like our family photo.
That's honestly an efficient business model he has. He doesn't have to he just has to take the photo. Boom. It prints for you.
Yep.
I kind of love
It's like
that.
one of those old school Polaroids though. It's not like the Fuji like the.
No, of course. Please. Please. It seems like it's worth the price though.
Yeah, I'm like $10 it's so funny because we never usually do. It's like when you get the characters and stuff like that, but we were just called to it that first year, so it was fun.
And now it's a tradition.
Yeah.
No, but I can't wait to have like the recipe book of my. Oh, Kenzie actually came. Our friend.
Yeah, that's
Kenzie
perfect
Elizabeth.
For it.
Yes, she came out with this recipe book. It's from her brand, friend of mine, and it's literally like a handwritten recipe book. This is perfect. I'm picturing it now. It's gonna be that like there's gonna be things stuffed out of it.
Yeah.
It's printouts.
It's great because it's blank and like you can fill in the ingredients, how much. Like it's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
I just like don't make my own recipes yet.
Oh no, me neither.
But I don't even know how to
I don't even know how to modify a recipe. I mean, like,
no, literally.
I feel like I would mess it up entirely.
No, it said 1 teaspoon. I got to do 1 teaspoon. Like, I don't want to mess it up. You're so right. Maybe I'll bring that home and write some of my recipes on there because it's such a cute book that she made.
It's gorgeous, truly.
So, what are you like wearing on Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's a good question. I have a J. Crew dress in mind that I like got, and I was like, this is perfect for Thanksgiving.
I know. That's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like brown, black?
It's actually like emerald green.
Oh.
Yes. And it's like satiny material, but it's like, and it's short sleeve. It's like that style that I like, and it's A-line, is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
The key here is no elastic, or if you are going to do a waistband, it needs to be elastic. No pants.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be optimum for eating. And this
optimal eating outfit.
It's loose.
Oh, that's perfect. It like hits right above and then
yes, tight on the top and then it flares out. But it's supposed to look that way.
It's supposed to look. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, I can't wait. And I'll be in Florida, so I don't even need like tights or stockings or anything.
No, you just pop on a cute little pair of heels.
Exactly. I'll let that raw Florida air hit my legs.
Yeah.
Versus in New York, it is tight season.
Yeah, you gotta wear the tights. My mom was laughing. She was like, "It's so funny you girls call it tights. I call them pantyhose."
So I think there's a difference between pantyhose and tights.
I thought so, but I don't really know what I mean by that. Like
pantyhose, I think are sheer.
Oh, and like
tights, I think are opaque.
Skin color, typically.
Because I think of pantyhose as like the cheaper, like they could rip more easily. Tights, I'm thinking like your ballet recital.
Oh yeah,
a real tight.
Yeah. I'm thinking pantyhose as the ones that's like, oh, is she wearing like tights or is that
could be it too? The ones you could buy like Dwayne Reed.
Yeah.
The ones that like back in the day, like you wore those always.
To work. Yeah.
And now people just don't wear the tights or anything
raw
like
dog
that.
I haven't said that in a while.
Yeah,
you know what? Let me have that one.
Okay, what are you wearing? Do you have a formula or anything? I know you dress up. Oh, that's the other thing.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like when you did it with your family.
You have to make sure everybody's on the same vibe is the thing. I feel like we always did like slightly nicer than jeans, you know? Or like maybe jeans and a nice top. Like that kind of energy. You have to make sure that everyone's on the same vibe. Because if you show up in your ball gown. I know you had something with like...
See, I don't feel that way. I think you just wear whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Well, you're good about owning it and stuff.
Yeah, you have to be willing to own it. Or, be willing to own it or, like, check in with everybody because you don't want to be, like, surprised.
Yeah. I feel like that's hard, though, if you're, like, for example, like, going to a new family or something.
Oh, it's terrifying, yeah.
Yeah. How do you know, like, you know, and then you want to dress, like, kind of conservatively. Like, I don't...
definitely.
Oh, my God. I'm, like, so in my head when it comes to that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you're, like, weird about, like, being in your pajamas around other people.
I just feel like it's so vulnerable. Like, I'm not wearing a bra most of the time.
Get your hair thrown up in a bun.
When I'm in pajamas, it's pajama mode activated. Like my vlog viewers get to see that, but besides that, only
it's so true. When you're in your pajamas, like hair is up immediately, makeup's off, pimple patches ever. Like you are in a mode.
If I'm in a pajama set, you're seeing me in my most vulnerable state. Like that is I mean,
self tanner's on.
Like I picture crustiness in my eyes. Like I'm like I have like. Yeah, my treatment's on because I sleep. Like I go into hibernation when I sleep. I load up on all my creams and things.
It's so funny.
I just feel intimate. Like I feel like it's almost like seeing someone like in their underwear. I don't know why. I think of it that way though.
It's so funny. I think a lot of people do.
But matching pajamas, like it's cute. I shouldn't feel that way.
I know. Like there's other things I feel more vulnerable in. I can't think of it at the moment, but I do. I've always dressed up. But yeah, last year with the outfits, I mean, I think I told the story at the New York live show.
Oh.
I actually don't think I told it on the podcast. I can't remember. I mean, summarized up, Ryan picks me up from the airport. It's Wednesday night. He picks me up in Maine. I've already packed, everything. And he goes, by the way, like, we're more of like an LL Bean family. Like, don't worry about dressing up. And I'm like, oh, good thing I packed a dress, tall boots, belt to cinch in the waist. Granted, I didn't ask, and I still kind of had a feeling it was going to be more chill.
Yeah.
But, like, I wanted to dress up, so I did.
Yeah. I more so say it because it's like, be comfy and like if everyone's doing comfy and cozy, I'm gonna do comfy and cozy. Like, cause I appreciate it.
So like if everyone was in like sweatpants on Thanksgiving, you're going sweatpants.
I would go sweatpants, but I would do like a sweat set. Like I would do something like cute. Like I would still do like
maybe
the Brooke variation of it. Oh, of course.
It's just fun to make it a moment.
I agree.
Whatever it is for you.
Yeah. No, I get it. You want the picture of you in the doorway, like the whole way.
Oh my God, that's a whole thing every year. I like spiral I like hate my house colors.
You have a whole thing with like the aesthetic of your home.
I hate my house. My dad called me today because now my dad has the house, and he's like, I'm thinking about getting like a copper roof. I'm like, oh my God. And he wants to make the deck silver. Our house is another color. It's yellow. I'm like, this is. I was like, paint the house. I want them to paint the house like a slate gray blue because it's just. Oh my God, you guys. I mean, you guys have seen my vlogs. Like, oh, but he did paint my bathroom like a white color because I don't know if you know, it was red.
That's, I feel like, very common for Florida houses, though. Like, to have, like, a random colored bathroom. No?
Maybe. Usually, like, a blue, though. Like
I can't
red.
explain it. I always associate, like, vacation homes with, like, funky bathrooms. But not that it's your house is a vacation home, but, like, it's, like, like, beach vibes. Like,
No, our house is, like, I think our house is actually so beautiful. It's just very unique. Like, it's so not my apartment at all.
It's very
surface level chat, by the way, guys. Let me just have my fun, okay?
No, it's very.
Just see people being like, "Oh, she doesn't even appreciate."
No, obviously, your house is absolutely stunning.
I want to go home all the time.
No, it's just the funniest thing because I know that you spiral over this picture. Like you're like looking for all the angles. Like it's the house you lived in your entire life. So you're like, I know this place inside and out.
I know there's no place to go. I'll like find like a white door, and I'm like, okay, cut out the sides. Like I'm like, so it's. I don't know what's gonna happen this year. A few years, I don't know. I've used to like drive to a laundromat down the road that had like a white wall, and my dad or mom.
That's next level.
That was when I was in like my white feed.
Yeah.
And like,
so you committed to the bit.
I committed to the bit.
Would you make it everybody else's problem, or would it just be your problem though?
Oh, it would just be my problem. Well, whoever's taking my parents have definitely seen me a little like, but no, if it doesn't happen, I feel like both you and I, it's like if I didn't get the photo, I didn't get the photo.
But I definitely would make it everybody else's. Like if I had a mission to do something, it's everybody else's problem.
I'll make it a problem for about 10 minutes, then I feel bad.
Yeah.
You're the same way. You're a kind person.
No, I am a kind person, but something about you around your family, you could be different. You know how it is. You know what?
You're right. But this year Ryan's coming, so he gets to do it. I literally, guys, there's like nowhere to go. Like, I always just take my Thanksgiving photos in front of the ocean, which is obviously stunning. But then you see everyone's like, like fall leaves and
because it's like a different vibe. I think you need to lean into that and be like, oh, it's so fun and different.
Always says.
We take it with like the palm trees in the background. We're like, we're a vacation family.
No, I know,
like, we love it.
That's what's so funny. Like, you guys opt to go. To
we're like, we're going somewhere warm.
You always do that too. Like, you guys go for like other holidays.
We used to go to we went to like the JW Marriott in Cancun one year. Like, we're like, this is the nicest vacation we've literally ever been on. Happy Thanksgiving.
It's like it's a northern thing though. I feel like you're like, okay, I actually want to leave. It's so funny, and I'm like, grass is always greener wherever you go.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a break.
Where do you think you'll take your photo? At the restaurant?
Yeah.
In front of your house?
We've been doing like in the driveway, like on the street, because there's like palm trees and stuff, because it's nice.
Like, I show the palm tree. I'm like, hide the fucking palm tree. Like, look like I'm in Vermont. Like, cannot get that.
And I'm like, island time. Meanwhile, we're in Orlando, Florida. Like, yeah.
Give me the Mickey ears. And then meanwhile, I'm like, Ryan, we're going to the nearest park. I'm going to look like I'm in a forest. Like, give me folklore.
Give me vague. Oh, that's really funny. Wait, so what are you wearing? You never answered the question.
I actually don't have my exact outfit, but I have a couple options. I think I'll be wearing some sort of, I'm really into like the browns. You are too.
Yeah.
A brown outfit. Or I have this black dress from J. Crew, actually.
Perfect.
So we'll see.
Did you tell Ryan to dress up? Or you didn't discuss outfits yet?
We haven't gotten there yet. But he'll probably pack a polo.
Yeah, I feel like the guys, it's usually like, I feel like my dad and brother do like khakis or.
Yeah, I am really excited. It's so cliche, but like I can't wait to like be hanging with my mom, and then I look over and like all the boys are watching football. Like, it's so cute. We had that whole really joke last year. Remember I made the TikTok about it?
Oh, yes.
Watching the boys play football at back.
Yes, because you were in your sweater dress. Yeah. And you were a northern girl from that weekend because you were in the north. Yeah.
Holidays are so fun.
Yeah, they are fun.
But you know what? I guess it's because it's only like, during this time of year. Because I'm like, I wish it could always be like this, but then it
can't.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah. Well, some people it is that way. If they like live, down the street from their in-laws or like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you have kids, like I feel like that's why people want to have kids like near where their parents are, because then like it's a whole family affair always, right?
I know. Or like people that, now that we're at the age where we have friends that are married, like I was talking to people and they're like, oh yeah, well we're going to his place in the morning for like Thanksgiving breakfast and then Thanksgiving dinner with my family. If you live
in the same area or something.
Which is something I guess you could technically do eventually if you were both in there, which is nice.
We'll definitely think about it, I think, in the years in the future. I really I was invited to I was very selfish this year. I was like, I'll be in Florida, but thank you for the invitation.
No, and it's, you know what? We have the whole rest of our life to do that with our partner, and it's so special. So why not
Totally. And I think you also have to gauge like how important it is to them. Like if they're really pressing, like I really want you there or I need you there or something, like of course I take cues. I'm like, I know.
Yes. Like I
know when I need to do something. But in this case, it's like if it's not that like if I feel like
if it's just I feel the same way.
Yes,
that's last year. I knew I was like I gotta be there.
You're like I'll step up to the plate, batter up.
Yeah, batter up. But this year I literally told Ryan I was like it's up to you. And he chose.
Wow, that's so great.
But for next year, I'm like it stresses me out.
You're like, so for next year, can we do this again?
Yeah, like so next year we just both go to our respective homes.
What will you do for the holidays?
For Christmas?
Yeah. Did I talk to you about
Christmas
this already?
With his family.
Separate, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Christmas, that's going to be a hard one to take from me. I feel like you're the same way. Like, love the holidays.
Yeah, right now I don't have to pick, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Ben doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Oh.
So he is. He literally has to come.
You're so
Yeah, there's no choice. That's why Thanksgiving's really the only, like, holiday where it's like a decision.
You'll never have that problem.
No. Yeah. So it's great.
And you can join for
Merry
Hanukkah.
Christmas. Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas.
That's perfect.
There's like a few times like in history that like they end up being the same day, but it's like very, very, very rare.
It hasn't happened in a minute.
Really, really rare.
When I know you're going to a restaurant this year, but like when you've gone,
to a Thanksgiving,
do you ever hit this point? I think I made a TikTok about it one year and it like went viral because it's like after we eat, I'm like social bodies. I literally go to my bedroom and I close the door and I'm like, I can't.
Oh, 100%.
You like just need to take a quick break.
That's pretty much at every like large family function. I'm just like, all right, I have nothing left to give. Honestly, some of my family members are falling asleep on the couch. Like,
yep. You hear the snores, and you're like, oh my god, Gramps is going down.
If they're drinking wine, game over. Like, half the group is gone.
Yeah, you're like, oh, here's some more red wine, that'll do you. And like, no, and we always like my mom brings out the dessert so late, and everyone's still so full. It's like a whole thing.
Like you wait a while in between courses?
Yeah, we actually wait because we're all so full.
We wait in between.
Yeah,
same.
You have to, but then it's like so late by the time desserts. It's a whole thing.
Totally. Do you want to say what you're thankful for?
I do. I just have one more thing to say.
Oh, sorry.
No. I love that. Let me bitch one more time.
About the colors of your house.
My mom and dad listen is like, oh my god. No, it's fine. No. The other reason I have to like go in my room at times is I feel like everyone in my family, not my direct family, but like outer family or like other people, it's like, what are you doing over there on your phone? It's like,
oh, you feel rude being on your phone.
Even if you check your phone, it's like, what are you playing games? Like,
yes.
I get those comments a lot. So if I just won't touch my phone, and then I'll go in my room or sit in the bathroom for a little bit and, do the dial. Because I love seeing other people's Thanksgiving content, which is probably messed up in its own because I should be enjoying my own Thanksgiving.
No, I feel that too. But I actually feel when I'm around my extended family, like cousins, like I do go into like a vortex and I'm like not on my phone for like 5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah,
and it's
you're just
honestly
like,
lovely.
No, you're live.
Yeah, like I feel really dialed in. I'm like, and then I like look down. I'm like, but I'm not missing it. It's a holiday. Like everyone else is. It's not like I'm texting you like, what you up to? Like I know what you're up to.
It's so true. Especially like also if you do celebrate Christmas like on Christmas morning, like there's just like this dark time of like the first like 4 or 5 hours because everyone's waking up and celebrating together
and enjoying.
Yeah, there's nothing you're missing.
Yeah, I actually have that with I was always like the weird in between age with like. I have some girl cousins that are like around my age, but if they weren't there, my brother and like the boy cousins that were younger would go play video games in his room. And then I would just be like, do I like talk to the adults? Do I go in my room? Like, what do I do?
You matured fast.
Yeah.
Talking with the adults.
Yeah. I always.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. I didn't have.
They still do that. Like they'll go up and like, I'm like, where were you? Like,
they'll go to the kids' room.
Yeah, I know.
We're still growing up and
22 years old and still going upstairs to play video games. I'm like, come on, guys.
Like nostalgic things though.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, what are we grateful for? I haven't prepared this, but I know my mom.
Do you go around the table and do it?
Yeah. Do you too?
How long of a bit is it, or is it like one thing usually?
It's one thing, but usually like my mom gets deep. It's like the whole thing.
Your mom after the Chicago show. Oh my God, guys, she gave us like the greatest speech of all time. No, seriously.
The other people in the room are probably like, these girls' mothers love them. Because both of our moms were hyping us up.
You are so right. In such different ways, though. It's the funniest thing, Like my mom's like, I don't really have any notes. This is pretty good. And like, and then your mom's like, you women are changing the world. That's what she said. I was like, oh.
No, it was like a deep, and I'm like, wow, all right. Like, we're in. She is something
No, it was so great. She's so special. Like, I feel like I use the word energy when I'm around her.
She's intentional. Like when she says things, she means them.
Oh my God. So deep and so meaningful. So what are you thankful for?
I have to, so many things. Like,
no, me too. I feel like I can't just say one thing. I can't just be like, oh, my family, my relationship, like all but I would just say.
I have mine.
Okay, you go.
You're probably going to say the same thing, but for me, it's like mine and my family's health.
Oh, that's
because I like randomly have had like so much health anxiety recently for no reason. And it's about my family, it's about myself, and I'm just so thankful that we're all here and we're all healthy. It's just something you take advantage. Like even if you're like sick, you're like you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to like go work out again. Like you just forget how grateful you are to be able-bodied and healthy, and so that would be.
That's completely agree. Yeah, I feel like that's always a big one that I say.
Yeah, and it's not like just a throwaway answer. Like it's like you mean it, right?
Very intentional. And sometimes it takes like a scare or something to like wake you up to realize that. Especially when you're young, you just don't think about those things. You're like, you just are like, oh, I'm healthy, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would say that. I don't want to copy your answer.
No.
I would also say like the stage, like where I'm at in life. I just feel really like I don't know if I've ever felt so content, I feel like is the word.
I feel like in the last year or two you've really blossomed as a person. You feel so good.
Sweet.
Like I feel like everyone's literally like, tell Brooke she looks good, like physically
so nice.
and emotionally.
So nice.
And like ever since you started dating Ben too, like I just feel like everything kind of came together.
Yeah, I do feel like that, like in a good way. Like I feel like I used to just have so much like random stress, and
college you had a lot of stress. I feel like
my God, just about random shit. I was just so in my head. I feel like I wasn't I just wasn't me yet, you know? So I just feel very, for everything. That includes, you know, people who support us. That includes my family, like just people in my life. I just feel like
it's like everything's where it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
I
Still
know.
in panic mode sometimes.
Of course.
Of course. There's always a red, yellow, or green panic.
Yeah. But just to feel content and maybe sometimes I think it's a bad thing to almost not have like the desire to, you know, get to the next level and be like, I have to constantly be like growing and like whatever, challenging myself. And I still have a healthy level of that, I think.
I think you do.
But there's also a level of being like, wow, I'm so grateful for where I'm at. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a cool way to end the podcast.
I know. What are you guys thankful for? Let us know.
Let us know. Go enter our galsgiving giveaway on Instagram. And we love you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Love you guys.
Bye.